brother, man, this time of year that took his own life, and just tough things like that. This stuff is real. But we want you to know, wherever you're at, that there is a moment where God says, I've got you. I'm going to take care of you. Some of you need to know that this morning. You've been fighting God speaking in your life for so long that you now hit that moment tonight where it's just like, Lord, I can't run anymore. Any of you, don't have to raise your hands. Are you tired of running? You tired of pretending? You tired of acting like it's all there when maybe it's not? That's what this whole entire series, that's what everything's been building up for tonight has led to, man. We want to embrace the mess of life. We want any of you chaotic and crazy right now? I shaved in a bathroom in the church today, okay? I mean, this is just a crazy time, right? So you're thinking, he actually shaved. That's good, okay. But this is a crazy, chaotic time of life. But what would make this the very best Christmas ever? It's a cheesy line, because I'm a cheesy dude, all right? But what would truly make this the best Christmas ever and lead to the best year yet would be for you to give everything you have to the Lord. You may still have hurt, you may still have pain, you may still be going through a really tough time. But for tonight to be the night that makes tomorrow the best Christmas day you've ever had, that would require you to give your entire heart to the Lord and give Him everything you've got. I want us to think about these gifts that we must give in order to receive the greatest gift possible. Number one, I'm asking you from our scriptures tonight to give the gift of your worship. When the angels appeared and what happened when that news was proclaimed, the heavenly host filled up the skies and the ultimate, most awesomest, somebody say awesomest? Awesome. The most awesomest moment of worship just happened. Those angels couldn't help but explode in the skies because they had such great news. One of the greatest gifts we can give is the act of worship. But here's the cool thing about that. You ever known somebody in your life, especially around Christmas time, that has everything already, right? You're trying to think of a gift. So they don't necessarily need anything, but what is it that really matters? It's the thought, right? So even if someone, man, they've got all this stuff. I knew a friend who had a very popular friend, and he had sponsors and stuff, and he could receive anything he wanted. And he would always talk to me at Christmas and say, man, what do I get a guy that has everything? I said, man, just put some thought into it. I don't know. But here's the thing about God. He doesn't need our worship, but He loves it, man. You want to think about your face lighting. When I see little Hayden run up here like tonight, when I see these kids up here, that joy that brings, when you guys saw them up here, kids, when you see Olaf in about 20 minutes, are you kidding me? All right, that's going to be some excitement. That's going to be some joy. Imagine that times a million, trillion infinity, and that's what God experiences when we give us His worship. It's just the ultimate. He says, I don't need that. God is God, and He's up there, but He loves it, and He wants that from us, and He desires our worship. And the biggest thing about that gift you can give, that gift's not about you. It's not like me giving my wife blinds that I would enjoy as well, okay? This gift is a gift that's, God, it's all for you. Not about me tonight, not about me in this life. I want to worship you because of what you've done and all that you've given. I want us to think about giving the gift of worship. The second gift we're talking about giving in order to receive the greatest gift is this gift of the good news, man. The gospel. How many of you have had that moment? If you know the Lord and you've received the Lord and you've lived for God for however long, and that moment when you talk to someone who never has and you spread the good news. That moment where they tell you, man, how do you stay so joyful in a tough time? Or, hey, I know some things you did with me back in high school. How many of us have ever been there? I know the kind of life you, whatever the stories may be. And now I hear you invite me to Lifespring. What's going on with that? What's up with that? Or I see you handle things so much different. And then you can share the gospel, the good news. I'm going to give you guys one of the most simple, best ways to present the gospel that was shared with me. Our Carolina Ministries is sharing this with teenagers all across the Carolinas right now. But it's a simple 3-step process to share your story, which is ultimately sharing the gospel and sharing the good news with somebody. All it takes is 3 minutes. Everybody say 3. 3. I'm asking you to give the gift to someone that doesn't know the Lord of 3. And I'm asking you to share 1 minute with that person what your life was like before you knew Christ. What it was like before you became to know Him. Share the goods, the bad, but ultimately that emptiness that we've all felt, that emptiness that some of you may even feel tonight. We've all been there. I want you to share 1 minute about what life was like before that. Then I want you to share 1 minute about how you came to know Christ. Man, I was running around crazy and somebody picked me up and brought me to a Christmas Eve service and I accepted Christ. Or man, Vacation Bible School was insane. This guy named Jake was up here running around and I accepted Christ, or whatever that story may be. And then the third minute, man, 3 minutes, 3 things. The third minute is then describe what your life has been like since then. Boy, how many of us could tell, man, I once was lost, but now I'm found. I used to be blind, but now I see. My life used to be empty, now it's full. all these things, and we can share 1 minute about what God has done. But here's the thing. If you know Christ, you can give the gift of worship. If you know Christ, you can give the gift to someone else of sharing the gospel. So the first gift is for God, our worship to Him. The second gift is to give for someone else, to share that gospel with them, to see their lives turn around. Church, I'm going to be real. It's Sunday night, but this is also our Sunday morning service, so I can preach a little bit, okay? Here's the thing. If we're not giving the gift of the gospel to someone, they may miss out on an eternity with their Father. If we do not have a heart for the lost, if we do not have a heart for those that are hurting and searching and seeking Christ, then there's something wrong. There's something there that we need to pray about and say, God, I'm supposed to be a light in a dark place. I'm supposed to be used in great things. But here's the thing. Some of you tonight may think, man, Nate, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I don't know that light you're talking about. I don't know that joy you're talking about. I've never accepted Christ, and I'm here to tell you it's been because of this or that. But we have prayed. Our staff especially, man, our band has led us in some awesome worship. They have done extra hours of practice. They've been here all afternoon getting ready. And we've been doing all this for this moment to say this, man. Here's the thing. In order to receive the greatest gift you could possibly receive, which is Christ, you must be willing to give the gift of your heart. Give it all to God. Give it to Him and allow Him to come in and say, you know what? I still don't have everything together. I still don't have the answers. I'm still hurting. I'm still confused. I'm still mad. But God, here it is. Here's everything I have. So Kelly and Becky and Ben, you guys come on back up here. Here's what we're going to do. This series of the best Christmas ever all comes down to one song. And we've sung it the last 2 weeks. And this has been our theme song for the month. We're going to sing it again tonight. And we'll probably sing it again next week. Kids, guess what next week is? I think it's... Well, yeah, that's tonight. But next Sunday is Pajama Day at our church. All right, Kobe and Jace already got the memo. You've seen them running around. But next Sunday is Pajama Day. And we're going to do this song in our pajamas. And we're still going to sing this. But this song, the very title of it, the essence of it, everything about this song is Here's My Heart. And it's a moment to just say again, if you know Christ, and if you've done it a long time, but you feel like you've drifted away, this is your moment right now to say, God, here I am. I'm giving you everything I've got. I've been running from you. I have been living in sin for too long. I'm tired of it. God, here's my heart. Here's my life. Here's everything I have is yours. For others of you, you may not know Christ. You need to say, God, here's my heart for the very first time. And you can come and we can pray with you. And we want to help you with that. So I'm going to ask everybody to do something for me. I'm going to ask everybody to go ahead. We're going to do it the old school, man. Just close your eyes. Bow your heads. I'm going to ask you a simple question. I'm going to ask you to be bold. I'm going to ask you to raise your hand if you're one of two people tonight. Number one, if you truly believe you need a special touch from God, you've followed Him, you've asked Him into your heart, you may have been serving Him for a long time, but you need a special touch because something's not right inside. I'm going to ask you to raise your hand just to show that, God, I need you right now. I need you to come in. I need you to take this area of my life, and I need you to heal me. I need you to help me. I'm going to ask you to be super bold. If you've never asked Christ to come into your heart, if you can't sing the words of this song that we're about to listen to and then sing, and you can't truly say, God, here's my heart, because you've never asked Him in, I'm going to ask you, if you want to receive Him tonight, just to raise your hand. Same way. Nobody's going to look around. Nobody's going to come and bombard you. Nobody's going to tap you or anything like that. But maybe you need to recommit or commit your life to Christ again, or for the first time. And so I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. Thank you. So here's the thing. We're going to sing this song, and I've asked the band to do it a special way tonight. I'm going to ask y'all to just stay where you're at. You can stand if you want. You can come pray if you want. But they're going to share this song. I just want you to listen to the words. And if you need prayer, you guys can all open your eyes now. But if you need prayer and you just want to come up and pray by yourself, you can come up to this side of our stage, this altar, and you can pray, and nobody's going to mess with you. Just alone time with you and God. Feel free to do that. Or if God has prompted you that you need to pray with somebody, maybe you raise your hand and receive salvation. Maybe you raise your hand because you need somebody to pray for you. Then I'm going to ask you to come to this side of the stage, which means that a leader, myself, a staff, somebody, that we can come up and just lay hands on you and love you and pray with you. But as they sing this song, I want you to listen to the words, and then they're going to invite you to the point to all stand and sing. And how I've been saying this every week, but how incredible would it be from our kids to our adults if every person here tonight can sing this song with complete freedom, complete abandon, and just say, God, it's all yours. And maybe you need to get some things right before you do that, and you have that chance right now. But I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer, and they're going to sing. And then if you need to come and pray, please come and pray. If you need to leave and pray, leave and pray. But do what you have to do to be able to say, God, here's my heart. hears everything. Father God, this moment right now has been prayed for. This moment right now has been chosen by you to change some lives tonight, God. Man, we thought we were coming to light a candle and get some cookies, but you are moving in this place. And God, you are putting on somebody's heart that something's not right inside, man. They may have been hurting for a long time. They may have been running from you for a long time, but God, tonight you're saying, here I am. I'm ready to give you the ultimate gift of salvation. If you'll just give me the gift of your heart. Just give me everything you have. Your own agendas, your own time, your own energy. Give it all to me, and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to give you a peace that you've never had. I'm going to give you a joy that you've never had. I'm going to give you a purpose that has been missing for a long, long time. Father God, wherever we're at, I pray that anybody needs prayer, anybody that needs a special touch from you, that they will be bold enough to come forward, or bold enough in their seat to pray the prayer of salvation, to pray the prayer of forgiveness, to pray the prayer that you're putting on their heart right here in this moment. Let these words we're about to hear penetrate and make a difference, and let us take them outside of this place. It's in your awesome name I pray. And everybody say, amen.
Here's my heart. God in the highest, and peace on earth, and goodwill towards men.
I'm not got in a lot of trouble. That was awesome, man. Just incredible. You guys can blow out your candles. We got a blue buggy here. All my kids in the house. We have got a special guest in the corner ready to take tradition with you. Olaf will be here for 11 minutes and 5 seconds. So make your way over there. Get your pictures taken. Olaf's got to get to Nana's house. All right, so come on. Let's get moving. Drop these in. You guys have a Merry, Merry Christmas. And come back Sunday, 10:45 in your pajamas. All right. Peace out. Let's go get a picture.
Good job, sound guy. Oh my gosh.
That was good.
That was good. It takes a lot behind the scenes.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?